Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced. Hello and welcome back to class number 96. Welcome to the advanced portion of the show. And as always, I'm Kyle. And, I'm alone today. I had Esther with me in the studio for a while, and she did a great job. She did the intermediate classes, and she also came and did an advanced class or two with me, and she's great. She has improved tremendously by following the materials so far in the course. So thank you, Esther, for coming along. And now we're going to get started with a structure that I know was new to her, and I just started asking her questions. I started firing away questions using this structure, aún más, as yet more or yet another. And I'm going to ask yet more questions, aún más preguntas, even more questions, yet more questions with this structure. So I said, has he bought yet another car? I said he already has 10. Yes, he's bought yet another car. Okay. Have they hired yet another employee? They've hired 4 people so far this month. Have they hired yet another employee? Yes, they've hired yet another employee. Are they hiring yet more people? Yes, they're hiring yet more people. Okay. Have they done it yet again? Yes, they've done it yet again. Do they need yet more help? Yes, they need yet more help. Even more help. Yet more. Yet another. In the sense of aún más. Okay. Should I ask you yet more questions? Yes, Kyle, ask us yet more questions. Give us yet more examples. Okay? Yesterday I ate a sandwich. Today I ate a sandwich. Tomorrow I will eat yet another sandwich. I will eat a sandwich yet another time. Right? It's not a structure you use every day, but it's a structure that you will hear. And it is good to practice and be aware of this structure. It will be reviewed today on the television as well, and you can see it in your student guide. Now, I would like to move on and take a look at our translation list to make sure that we get through all the material today. So let's review translation list number 26. Translation. Yes, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for a little bit of translation. List number 26 now. Being reviewed here. Here we are in Class 96, reviewing the material from Class 95. List number 26 starts off, elévalo hasta este nivel. Raise it to this level. Raise it to this level. Now, if you raise it, what will happen? If you raise it, it will rise. Rise. We have 2 different verbs here, rise and raise. Rise and raise. Raise it. So to raise is essentially to make something rise. Elévalo hasta este nivel. Raise it to this level. If you raise it, it will rise. If the government raises taxes, taxes will rise. Taxes will increase. The sun rises. The sun rises. Okay? I am raising my hand. What's my hand doing? Oh, my hand is rising. My hand is rising. Okay? I remember I did an entire show. I have a program called The Verb Circus, and I did an entire show for 30 minutes talking about rise and raise. Yes. And the show is now, you can hear it on Vaughan Radio. And I now have a compilation, actually, of my programs called The Verb Circus, where I analyze one verb or compare two verbs and analyze the differences between them and the various uses of very specific verbs. And this show can be heard on Vaughan Radio. I also have a CD of the first 20 episodes, which is on sale now in the Vaughan store, vaughantienda.com. You can find information about it there, or you can pick it up at the shop in Madrid, and it's only 10 euros. So if you're interested, it's a good resource for gaining agility with the most important verbs in the English language. But this one, elévalo hasta este nivel, raise it to this level. Raise it to this level. Number 2, bájalo un poco. Lower it a little. Lower it a little. Number 3, todavía está un poco alto. It's still a little high. Or here it says it's still a little too high. But we could say it's still a little high. It's still a little high, or it's still a little too high. Number 4, espero que las luces no te molesten. I hope the lights don't bother you. I hope the lights don't bother you. Hope, espero. I hope the lights don't bother you. Number 5, no tienen ningún derecho a entrar así. No tienes ningún derecho a entrar así. You have no right to enter like this. You have no right. Number 6, en cuanto a él, puedes hacer lo que quieras. As for him, you can do whatever you want. As for him, you can do whatever you want. Number 7, es increíble lo bien que hablas ruso. It's incredible how well you speak Russian. It's incredible how well you speak Russian. Number 8, huelga decir que no estoy de acuerdo. Huelga decir. It goes without saying. Nice. It goes without saying que no estoy de acuerdo, that I don't agree. It goes without saying that I don't agree. Huelga decir que no estoy de acuerdo. It goes without saying. You don't have to say it. It goes without saying that I don't agree. Number 9, ¿cómo lograste convencerle? How did you manage to convince him? Manage to. Convince him. Manage to infinitive, right? Lograr hacer algo. To manage to do something. Manage to convince him. How? How did you manage to convince him? How did you manage to convince him? Number 10, lo hice sin querer. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it. Lo hice sin querer. I didn't mean to do it. Number 11, ¿te das cuenta de lo que acabas de hacer? ¿Te das cuenta de lo que acabas de hacer? Do you realize what you've just done? What you've just done? Do you realize what you've just done? Okay, number 12. Hemos perdido contacto. Hemos perdido contacto. We've lost touch, we say. We've lost touch. Now, if you said we've lost contact, okay. We are out of contact because we've lost touch. We very often say this. We've lost touch. We say to be in touch or to get in touch with people and to stay in touch with people, right? Touch. In this case, we've lost touch. All right. Very good. Expression of the day. Yes, it is time for our expression of the day. Our expression of the day today is a bit much. That's a bit much. It's a bit much. So when someone is exaggerating, doing something too much, we say, es un poco demasiado, ¿no? ¿Viste? It's a bit much, isn't it? Well, that's a bit much. If someone says, "Oh, he's the best. He's the best. He's the best player in the world." If someone says, "Okay, Guti, he's a good player," but if someone says he's the best in the world, definitely say, "Well, that's a bit much." Okay, he's a good player, yes, but is he the best in the world? Okay, that's a bit much. It's a bit much to say that. You're exaggerating a bit here. That statement, that is a bit much, a little bit too much. You're exaggerating. You're taking it to the extreme. You're speaking a bit too strongly here. That's a bit much. That's a bit much is our expression of the day. That's a bit much. Okay. If I say you should study English 12 hours a day, say, Kyle, please, that's a bit much, don't you think? Okay, you're being too strong here. That's a bit too much. But the expression is, that's a bit much. It's a bit much. Okay, now, here we are in class number 96, looking at, there were just over 30 people there. There were just under 30 people there. So if there are 29 people at a concert, we could say, there were just under 30 people at the concert. Just over, just under. So here, now, 892 people attended the show. Here you could say, there were just under 900 people at the show. 42 cars were stuck in traffic. There were just over 42 cars. There were just over 40 cars stuck in traffic. 91 classes were taught. There were, at home and without, there were just over 90 classes taught. 23,989 people attended the match. There were just under 24,000 people attending the match or in attendance at the match. 249,153 units were sold. There were just under 250,000 units sold. 71 pounds were consumed. There were just over 70 pounds consumed. His suitcase weighed 19.9 kilograms. His suitcase weighed just under 20 kilograms. The baby weighed 3.1 kilograms. Well, the baby weighed just over 3 kilograms. Okay, just over, just under. We very often say this with numbers, okay? Very good. Let's move on to our vocabulary of the day. Vocabulary of the day. All right, it is time for our vocabulary of the day. The first word today, obvio. Obvio. We say obvious. Obvious. Is it when I speak Spanish, is it obvious that I'm not a native Spanish speaker? Yes, Kyle, it's obvious because you speak like a guiri, right? It's obvious when I speak Spanish, it's obvious that I'm not a native Spanish speaker. It's true. Salado. Salty. 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 Ampliar. Físicamente. To enlarge. To make something larger. To enlarge. Asegurar. To insure. To insure. Asegurar. To insure. I will ensure that they get there on time. Acelerar. To speed up. to speed up, to go faster. Speed up, we're going to be late. Speed up. So the phrasal verb, to speed up, to increase the speed, to go faster, to speed up. Come on, speed up. Yes, we accelerate. We press on the accelerator in the car, for example, when we want to speed up, to go faster, to speed up. All right. Now moving on to the last part of the class. Once again, practicing with the future perfect tense. Let's practice here. The future perfect, remember I said I've been here for 6 years. By this time next year, I will have been here for 7 years. Now, answer me in the affirmative. Will we have finished by the time we arrive? Sorry, will he have finished by the time we arrive? Yes, he will have finished by the time we arrive. By the time. So here, the structure will have, with the future perfect tense, with by the time, right? By the time. By the time. Para cuando. Will he have finished by the time we arrive? Yes, he will have finished by the time we arrive. Will we have finished the class by the time you have dinner? Yes, Kyle, we will have finished the class by the time I have dinner. Will you have read all the notes by the time the month is over? Yes, Kyle, I will have read all the notes by the time the month is over. Will she have attended all the classes by this time next month? Yes, she will have attended all the classes by this time next month. Will she have attended all the classes by the time the month is over? To use this time, by the time the month is over, to use this para cuando structure. Yes, she will have attended all the classes by the time the month is over. Will you have finished the course by the time I take a vacation? Yes, Kyle, I will have finished the course by the time you take a vacation. Now let's quickly practice some of the negative. Will he have seen her by the time he graduates? No, he won't have seen her by the time he graduates. No, he won't. Will we have eaten by the time he gets here? No, we won't have eaten by the time he gets here. Will you have seen all the classes on TV by the time you hear this class? No, we won't have seen all the classes on the TV by the time we hear this class. Okay, very good. We are out of time. And we will review this structure again, the future perfect tense. We will review this again. We'll review this same point in the next class. But we're out of time, so I'm going to finish now. But we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. I hope you'll join me. Will you? I hope so. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.